An indie explosion! And the shadow returns. Maybe. Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to 2-Bit Gaming. It's Will today, and we're going to be going through a couple of bits and pieces. Mainly we're going to be going through that fantastic action-packed indie direct that we had yesterday. But first off, before we get into that, rumours are circulating about Shadowman, the game, being remastered for the Switch. Now, the reason behind it is Night Dive Studio CEO has said on Twitter that Shadowman is possible. Now, they have recently brought to us the remastered version of Turok 2 on the Switch, which is amazing. But yeah, apparently Shadowman could potentially be the one that's up next. If you don't know about Shadowman, originally it came out on the N64. Basically, there's two massive worlds in Shadowman. You've got Live Side and Dead Side. You play as Mike Leroy. But also you play as sort of his alter ego, who is the voodoo warrior, Shadowman. And basically, yeah, you take a ride into sort of the unexplored territories of the human psyche. You try to stop like a marauding band of villains from unleashing unspeakable horrors upon the world. And yeah, it's an awesome game, violent as hell back in the day. And who knows, this might be coming to a Switch near you. So exciting stuff. I cannot wait. Shadowman was always a favourite when I was a kid. So here's hoping. So I wanted to see what you guys think about that. If you played Shadowman back in the day, what did you think of the game? And will you be picking it up if it comes to the Switch? Moving on to the big one, and there is a lot to get through, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet, but we had an awesome direct yesterday. 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes long. They went through some incredible games. Started off the direct with Risk of Rain 2 coming out in early 2020, which looked awesome. Very much kind of Fortnite kind of style, but looks like a good gig game. A lot of fun there, a lot of multiplayer action. We then had Eastward, or Eastward, once again, early 2020 for this one. It's like a top-down RPG adventure set in kind of like a post-apocalyptic world, which looked really cool, looked like a lot of fun. A lot of adventures to be had there, I reckon. Moving on from that, we had Freedom Finger, due out September 27th, so it's only around the corner. Freedom Finger is kind of like a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up in space where you're a finger and you can use your enemies as weapons, so certainly interested to know more about that one, but it looked a lot of fun. Roki was up next, which is like a very dark, cel-shaded kind of contemporary fairy tale. That was due out in winter of this year, but definitely excited to hear more about that one. Following on from that was Torchlight 2, which is due out September 3rd. Now, Torchlight is a hack and slash adventure, really. Lots of fast-paced action, a lot of fun to be had, and the art style's beautiful as well. They moved on from Torchlight 2 to Skater XL, which, if I'm being honest, look, pants. That's the only downside, I would say, of the direct. It's just not really my cup of tea, if I'm honest. Skateboarding games, they were great back in the day, but they haven't made a good one for donkey's years. So 2020 for Skater XL, but I'm not that hyped about it. Next up was Europa, which is a 3D puzzle platformer due out winter of this year. Reminded me a lot of Big Little Planet, actually. A lot of puzzle solving, looks a lot of fun. I imagine a difficult one to put down, but a hard one to grasp with Europa. But really, really cool. Art style is awesome. Super Hot, which just a matter of days ago I was going to say was rumoured to be out on the Switch. You can get it now. It's on the Switch. Originally came out on Steam, and if you guys haven't played it, you've got to give it a go. It's an awesome take on an FPS. It's such a fun game. I'll leave it at that, and I'll let you guys check it out and see what you think, but so good. If you haven't played it, I definitely advise picking that up, and you can do today. Next up was Dungeon Defenders Awaken, due out February 2020. It's like an action RPG and kind of like a tower defense game as well, which looked a lot of fun. The Tourist, November of this year, which is another action adventure. Really interesting, like a pixelated blocky art style. It is an adventure game, but it's set very much while you're on vacation. Don't quite know what to make of it, but it looks very cute. And yeah, I probably will pick that up, if I'm being honest. It looks awesome. They then went on with Skullboy, December 3rd, which is an action RPG. It's a very, very cute, very retro, kind of a, well, an adventure game once again, but it's like it's an RPG. You swap weapons and you can swap your body parts and throw them at people, and it was very fast paced, but looked awesome. I'm hoping there's a multiplayer aspect to it as well, because that would be very, very cool. Earth Knight 2019, that's due out, which was a 2D platformer where basically you run around on the backs and heads and bodies of dragons, which is a different idea, I suppose, but yeah. Maybe not my cup of tea, but certainly it is for somebody. So yeah, different, very, very different. Also, there was Hotline Miami Collection, which is basically, if you don't know, it's like a gunplay, well, skull-crushing kind of combat. It's pretty brutal. It's done in a very sort of pixelated style, but it's an awesome collection and well worth picking that one up if you're into it. Creature in the Well, or Creature in Well, it's like a pinball-inspired hack and slash dungeon crawler. That was September the 6th, and that's certainly an exciting one as well. We then went on to Best Friend Forever, which I know a lot of people might enjoy, but that is not my cup of tea. Due out February 14th, of course it is. It's a dating sim. Yeah, alright. And then they went on to some quick fire indie games that they showed us. There are a lot of them, and I'm going to do them pretty much as quickly as the Direct did them. So we have Blasphemous, due out September 10th. Close to the Sun, 2019. Cat Quest 2, fall 2019. Spiritfarer, spring 2020. Trine 4, which I cannot wait for. That's going to be awesome. One Finger Death Punch 2, that's due out December the 2nd. Fogs, I don't know what to make out of that. That was some weird sock puppetry dog thing. That's 2020. What the Golf, winter 2019. I can see a lot of creators playing that one. Kine 2019. Hypercharge, winter 2019. Northgard, September 26th. Sparklight, fall 2019. Munchkin, fall 2019. And they did finish off the Direct in a way which only Nintendo knows how to do, and they did finish it with a bang. And the last game that they showcased was Ori and the Blind Forest, due out September 27th, I should say. Stunning action platformer that was. It was just, it's such a beautiful game. This is now obviously the remastered version, but it just looks beautiful. Certainly one to pick up on launch day. If you haven't played it before, well worth a look. It's just beautiful. It really is. If you don't get anything out of it apart from the way it looks, then that alone is worth picking up. So a fantastic indie Direct. We had so much. There was so much pumped into it. I was gonna go through each game individually and give kind of my ideas on it, but if you guys haven't already seen it, I wanted to give you a brief summary. Didn't want to keep it too long for you, and if you have already seen it, I didn't want to bore you. There just might have been a few games that you missed, so I wanted to go through those with you. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'll leave it at that, and I will speak to you guys soon.
Thank you very much for watching the video. We really do hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you have done, then please consider subscribing to the channel and be sure to click that like button.
Please do leave us some comments. We love hearing back from you. So good or bad, let us know.
And as always, guys and girls, we will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.